My name is Michael Granado. I am the Humanities Expert here at Sora. Humanities covers all of history, history of the earth, as well as human history. Humanities also includes subjects like literature, poetry, art history, as well as things like philosophy and questions of philosophy. As far as my role in that, I facilitate what we call expeditions, which are basically the equivalent of classes in which we explore a historical topic or read a novel or something along those lines together. Topics range anywhere from World War II history to debates about the US Constitution. We like to read a lot of books. So last cycle, we read Jared Diamond's famous history book, Guns, Germs, and Steel, where we talked about the influence of the development of agriculture on the course of civilization. Right now, we're reading a book, Einstein's War, in which we talk about the historical context in which Einstein developed his theory of relativity. I also do expeditions like Civilization 6, where we play the game Civilization 6 and the students learn about history through playing the game. The attitude and the ideas that I hope to instill with the students that I think transcend the specific topics that they're learning about and researching. Critical thinking is huge. The ability to process information, to respond to that information by formulating their own opinion, an opinion that's grounded in whatever source they're looking at, an opinion that's grounded in reason and thoughtfulness. Those are the big soft skills that I hope they can take. And in general, an appreciation for what humanity has done and also what we're capable of doing too. And a general appreciation, respect, and maybe I can say love for people in general, not to get too existential here. In a traditional classroom setting, the focus is not so much on the content of World History 1. The focus becomes more so on how we can get the students to pass the World History 1 exam. The tragedy of that is that you miss out on all of the rich material that's contained within the course. If we're dealing with a course like World History 1, we're talking about the development of civilization, the development of the world's major religions, the development of philosophy, of culture, of the greatest works that human beings have ever written down. It doesn't get much better than that in terms of intellectual engagement. But that's not really, there's not space within the classroom to engage in that stuff because we got to make sure we cover all the material in order to get to the questions that are going to be on the exam. So what I love about Sora is that we have that space. Let's say if they're really interested in the Epic of Gilgamesh, they can go as deep as they want to with that. If they want to read it, talk about it, awesome, I'm down, let's do it. This is without a doubt the most collaborative environment that I've ever worked in. I've worked in different teaching settings, so I've taught at a college level and I've taught at a high school level. At Sora, we have faculty meetings, but Carolyn and Brandy and I all know each other pretty well, and our faculty meetings are a lot more personal, a lot more direct, and as a result, way more useful. So Brandy and Carolyn both get a different perspective on some of our students that I may not get from my interactions with them. And so they're able to share that with me in a way that gives me a more robust understanding of what the student's going through, what some of their learning challenges might be. Then I get all of those different perspectives. It's a creative environment in which I can bounce ideas off of people. We can work through issues and come up with creative solutions to those issues.